This is the story of how Johnny Depp earned more than $650 million in a single decade, handed every dollar to a handshake business manager, and discovered in his mid-50s that nearly all of it was gone. Franchise money, 5% commissions, chronic tax penalties, forced property sales, and 2 defamation trials that wiped out his 2 biggest roles. All of it traces back to one Los Angeles business management firm called the Management Group. The arrangement. Johnny Depp brought brothers Joel and Robert Mandel into his financial life in 1999, signing on with their firm, the Management Group, known around Hollywood as TMG. Joel Mandel ran the day-to-day operations of Depp's accounts, and the whole arrangement rested on a handshake. No written contract existed. Depp paid a 5% commission on his earnings, and TMG handled everything from taxes to investments to loans to monthly bills. That handshake lasted 17 years. During those years, Depp climbed to the top of every earnings list in the industry. Forbes ranked him the world's highest-paid actor in 2006 and 2007 at $92 million. And he topped the list again in 2010 and 2012 at $75 million each, a figure that Guinness World Records also certified. One franchise powered nearly all of it. Pirates of the Caribbean turned Depp from a respected actor into a financial institution. Disney paid him a flat $10 million for the first film in 2003, with no back end, because the studio genuinely did not know whether the movie would work, and that uncertainty vanished fast. Pirates 2 brought in roughly $20 million in base salary, plus an estimated $40 million in back-end participation, about $60 million total. Pirates 3 landed somewhere between $50 and $55 million. Leaked emails showed Pirates 4 paying a $35 million base plus $20 million in bonuses, roughly $55 million total, which meant his combined earnings from the franchise alone cleared $265 million. Alice in Wonderland, in 2010, delivered the other career-altering payday, roughly $55 million almost entirely from back-end on a film that crossed $1 billion worldwide. Charlie and the Chocolate Factory paid approximately $18 million, while Public Enemies, The Tourist, and Transcendence each brought $20 million apiece, and The Rum Diary added $15 million. TMG's own sworn count entered into the record through their January 2017 cross-complaint in Los Angeles Superior Court, placed Depp's total earnings during their tenure at more than $650 million. Rolling Stone writer Stephen Roderick sharpened that number into the line everyone remembers: $650 million on films that netted $3.6 billion. Almost all of it is gone. The spending. TMG's court filings put it bluntly, stating that Depp lived an ultra-extravagant lifestyle that often knowingly cost Depp in excess of $2 million a month to maintain, which he simply could not afford. $2 million every single month. And here is what that looked like, broken down. A staff of roughly 40 personal employees consumed $300,000 a month, adding up to $3.6 million annually just for the people who worked for him. Around-the-clock security ran another $150,000. A Gulfstream GV private jet costs approximately $200,000 a month to operate. Wine purchases hit $30,000 monthly, a figure Depp disputed in Rolling Stone, though not in the direction anyone expected. His response to the reporter was, "It's insulting to say that I spent $30,000 on wine, because it was far more." TMG offered their own editorial on the subject. Wine is not an investment if you drink it as soon as you buy it. Real estate absorbed even larger sums. 14 residences accumulated over the years at a combined cost of roughly $75 million. 5 penthouses in the Eastern Columbia building in downtown Los Angeles went for about $7.2 million. A 37-acre estate in Plan de la Tour in Provence, France, contained 12 to 15 separate buildings and swallowed more than $10 million in restoration alone. Marlon Brando's advice led Depp to buy Little Halls Pond Cay, a 45-acre private island in the Bahamas, for $3.6 million in 2004, and Depp named its 6 beaches after people in his life: Paradis, Lily Rose, Jack, Gonzo, Brando, and one reportedly for Amber Heard. A horse farm outside Lexington, Kentucky was purchased for his mother, Betty Sue Palmer, a mansion in Somerset. England went for $15.8 million in 2014, and a 156-foot yacht called the Vajoli Roja, named for his children Vanessa, Lily Rose, and Jack, carried a price tag between $18 and $30 million, depending on the estimate. That yacht eventually sold, reportedly to J.K. Rowling, in January 2016. And then came the expenditures that turned into tabloid shorthand for the entire collapse. August 2005 brought the funeral of Depp's close friend Hunter S. Thompson, author of Fear and Loathing in Las Vegas. And that funeral involved shooting Thompson's ashes from a 153-foot tower shaped like a double-thumbed fist at Owl Farm in Woody Creek, Colorado. John Kerry, George McGovern, Jack Nicholson, Bill Murray, and Sean Penn watched from below. TMG put the cost at $3 million, but Depp told Rolling Stone it was actually $5 million, and the reporter noted that Depp seemed to be bullshitting about the higher number. On top of all that, Depp's collection included more than 200 artworks, among them Basquiat's, Warhol's, and Klimt's, along with 70 collectible guitars, 45 luxury vehicles, and 12 storage facilities packed with Hollywood memorabilia focused on Marlon Brando and Marilyn Monroe. Addiction specialist costs alone ran $100,000 a month. The tax problem. March 2016 brought the firing of TMG and the arrival of new business manager Edward L. White. And what White uncovered alarmed everyone. Depp testified under oath during his 2020 UK libel trial that his first look at his own finances in April 2016 revealed taxes had not been paid on his behalf for 17 years, and that his debt to the IRS stood at $100 million. That figure comes only from Depp's sworn testimony, and no public IRS document backs it up. The Wrap reported that Depp settled up with the IRS as of early 2017. Court records tell a more specific story. Depp's tax attorney, Miriam L. Fisher, filed a declaration itemizing $5.7 million in IRS penalties and interest spanning tax years 2000 through 2014, with an additional $336,000 in interest for 2015. Fisher's filing accused TMG of leaving Depp's taxes in the hands of a CPA in training and filing late for 13 consecutive years. The Hollywood Reporter placed the total penalties and interest even higher, at $8.3 million. And here is where an important correction belongs. Despite all the references to federal tax lines, no reporter has located a publicly recorded IRS notice of federal tax line against Johnny Depp in the Los Angeles County Recorder's Office. Every encumbrance actually filed against Depp's properties turned out to be civil and commercial. A $5 million bridge loan from TMG itself, secured by deeds of trust on 5 of his Los Angeles properties, plus separate City National Bank deeds of trust. That correction matters because the actual story is worse than the popular version. The IRS did not nearly take Depp's homes. His own business managers did that, lending him money at interest while simultaneously failing to file his taxes for over a decade. The lawsuits. January 13, 2017, brought a $25 million complaint against TMG alleging professional negligence, breach of fiduciary duty, and fraud. Depp's lawyers argued that TMG collected roughly $28 million in commissions over 17 years without a written contract, violating California's Talent Agencies Act. TMG also made unauthorized loans to third parties, including approximately $7 million to Depp's sister Christy Dombrowski and $750,000 to his assistant Nathan Holmes, all while failing to pay taxes on time and costing Depp millions in avoidable penalties. TMG fired back with a cross-complaint that laid out the spending in excruciating detail and suggested Depp suffered from a compulsive spending disorder. Their defense boiled down to one argument. TMG did everything within its power over the last 17 years to protect Depp from himself and to keep Depp financially solvent. However, ultimately, TMG did not have the power or ability to control Depp's spending or his numerous other vices. Behind the scenes, the financial engineering that kept Depp afloat told its own story. A $5 million City National Bank loan defaulted in late 2012, which TMG covered with their own bridge loan secured against Depp's LA properties. 2 years later, Depp's attorney, Jake Bloom, arranged a $12.5 million hard money loan from Tryon Management Services at 10% interest, collateral against Depp's profit participation in the Pirates and Alice films. Rolling Stone tallied $34 million in total loans taken in Depp's name. And on November 6, 2017, TMG filed for judicial foreclosure to seize Depp's Los Angeles homes. Confidential settlement arrived in July 2018, just weeks before a scheduled August trial. Depp's separate $30 million malpractice suit against Jake Bloom settled in October 2019. Liquidation followed. 5 LA penthouses bought for about $7.2 million sold through November 2017 for roughly $12.8 million, a modest gain on paper that went straight to debt service. 9 Basquiat paintings went through Christie's London on June 29, 2016 for approximately $13.7 million, with the top lot, Pork, from 1981, alone fetching £5.1 million. A January 2018 auction for the Kentucky horse farm collapsed when the top bid of $1.4 million from radio DJ Rick Dees was rejected. The yacht had already gone in January 2016, and the French estate in Provence cycled through listings at $26 million in 2015, then as high as $55.5 million in 2022, with no confirmed sale. Depp explained to Rolling Stone why he signed TMG documents unread for years. "I don't want to fucking see what they are because I trust these people. Now I look right at everything I sign." On the taxes, he put it this way: "I just had no clue. If you're knowingly not paying the United States government taxes, somebody is going to fucking catch up with you and hand you a bill, and you'll probably go to the pokey." The Heard trials. While Depp unwound his financial crisis, a parallel legal war consumed both his remaining money and his career. Depp versus News Group newspapers ran from July 7th through July 28, 2020 in London. Depp sued The Sun over its use of the phrase "wife beater," and Justice Andrew Nicol ruled against him on November 2nd, 2020 in a 585-paragraph judgment. Legal fees ran to an estimated $6.4 million, with Depp ordered to cover the bulk of the newspaper's defense costs on top of that. 4 days after that ruling, on November 6, 2020, Warner Brothers asked Depp to resign from the Fantastic Beasts franchise. Depp stepped away, but his pay-or-play contract contained no morality clause, which meant he collected his full $16 million salary for shooting a single scene, one of the most expensive firings in Hollywood history. Forbes had already tagged Depp as the most overpaid actor in both 2015 and 2016, calculating just $2.80 in box office return for every dollar of salary. Tracy Jacobs, his former agent at UTA for roughly 3 decades before being let go in 2016, delivered devastating videotaped testimony that played at the later Virginia trial. Her words were direct. His star had dimmed due to it getting harder to get him jobs, given the reputation that he'd acquired due to his lateness and other things. She continued, "Initially, crews loved him because he was always so great with them. But crews don't love sitting around for hours and hours waiting for the star of the movie to show up. It also got around town. People talk. It's a small community." Jacobs also described Depp arriving on set without having memorized his lines, being fed them through a concealed earpiece. Depp versus Heard opened April 11th, 2022 in Fairfax County Circuit Court before Chief Judge Penny S. Azkarat, a former U.S. Marine Corps captain. Depp filed a $50 million suit over Heard's December 2018 Washington Post op-ed about domestic violence, an essay that never named him but was widely understood to reference him, and Heard countersued for $100 million. A unanimous 7-member jury awarded Depp $10 million in compensatory damages and $5 million in punitive damages, with Judge Azkarate reducing the punitive award to $350,000 under Virginia's statutory cap, bringing the total to $10.35 million. Heard collected $2 million on a single counterclaim, tied to statements Depp's attorney Adam Waldman made to the Daily Mail, calling her allegations a hoax, which left Depp with a net award of $8.35 million. 2 lines from Depp's testimony defined the trial. Asked what the allegations cost him, his answer was, "Nothing less than everything." And in the longer version, when the allegations were made, telling people that I was a drunken, cocaine-fueled menace who beat women, suddenly in my 50s, it's over. You're done. One exchange during cross-examination cut even deeper. Heard's attorney, Ben Rottenborn, pressed him. If Disney came to you with $300 million and 1 million alpacas, nothing on this earth would get you to go back and work with Disney on a Pirates of the Caribbean film? Depp's reply: "That is true, Mr. Rottenborn." The most consequential financial testimony came from talent manager Jack Wiggum, who told the jury Depp held a verbal agreement for a $22.5 million payday on Pirates 6, a deal that collapsed after Heard's op-ed. On cross-examination, Wiggum conceded the figure never made it to paper. Depp's lead counsel were Benjamin Chu and Camille Vasquez of Brown Rudnick. Settlement came December 19, 2022, when Heard agreed to pay Depp $1 million out of her homeowner's insurance. Depp distributed the full amount to 5 charities at $200,000 each. Heard's own legal fees exceeded $6 million by her testimony, while industry estimates placed Depp's Virginia costs above $5 million, on top of the roughly $6.4 million already spent in the UK. The comeback. Dior Sauvage never dropped Depp during either trial, and that loyalty turned into the foundation of his commercial recovery. Variety reported in May 2023 that Depp signed a 3-year renewal worth more than $20 million, reportedly the largest men's fragrance deal ever, surpassing Robert Pattinson's $12 million Dior home contract and Brad Pitt's $7 million Chanel No. 5 arrangement. Cannes came next. Depp opened the festival on May 16, 2023 as Louis XV in Mai Wen's Jeanne du Barry, his French-language debut, and the film received a 7-minute standing ovation. His directorial return, Maudit, 3 Days on the Wing of Madness, featuring Al Pacino, premiered at San Sebastian in September 2024 to mixed notices. A major studio lead followed with Lionsgate's Day Drinker, an action thriller directed by Mark Webb and co-starring Penelope Cruz, which shot in Tenerife through October 2025 and marked Depp's first studio lead since Fantastic Beasts 2 in 2018. Art provided another income stream. Castle Fine Arts' Friends and Heroes print series, portraits of Bob Dylan, Al Pacino, Keith Richards, and Elizabeth Taylor, grossed more than $3.6 million in July 2022, and a 2023 sequel added roughly $3.7 million more. Touring with the Hollywood Vampires alongside Alice Cooper and Joe Perry continued generating revenue as well. Net worth aggregators now place Depp at approximately $150 million as of 2026, a genuine recovery that still represents less than a quarter of what he earned during the TMG years. The lesson. Johnny Depp's financial collapse was never a simple morality tale about a reckless celebrity and his wine bill, even though the wine and the yachts and the 153-foot cannon were all very real. What actually happened is that an actor earning franchise-scale money delegated every financial decision to a 5% handshake arrangement and never looked at what he signed for 17 years. Every dollar of that $650 million existed. The $2 million monthly burn rate existed. The tax penalties, the bridge loans, the judicial foreclosure, the forced yacht sale, the Basquiat auction, and the $16 million payout for a single scene of screen time all showed up in the record. What does not show up in the record is the cleaner version of this story, the one about IRS liens plastered across his properties. The reality turned out to be messier, more ordinary, and more damning. No federal agency nearly took Depp's homes. His own business managers did that, lending him money at interest while failing to file his taxes for over a decade. Depp told Rolling Stone exactly what went wrong. "I just had no clue. I trust these people." 4 words, roughly $500 million, 2 franchises, and 6 years in court. If you found this deep dive useful, subscribe to Backstage Hollywood and hit the bell. We cover the financial stories behind Hollywood's biggest names every week, and let us know in the comment which celebrity financial downfall you want to hear next.